Hello everyone, welcome back to Alien Vendetta. If I can get away from this pinky here, I will grab the super shotgun and show the map name, which is Beast Island. Thankfully, after the last map being relatively uninspired, this one is one of my favorites, so... You can see it's got 9 secrets, which is the most so far, I want to say. And 253 enemies, so not a whole lot more than like map 4, I want to say, but I'd say proportionally they are stronger. So there's a couple items to grab in the starting area here, and then there's some shotgunners back here hiding behind these vines. There's also where you need to go to progress. And I will go there in just a second. Then, yeah, 2 shotgunners. I think there might be a 3rd one. Normally, I'm not sure. Yeah, I grabbed the health bonuses here. And these 2 items, the Berserk and the Soul Sphere, don't kick yourself for not being able to figure out how to get them, because you cannot get them from here. You have to get there from a secret later in the level. So we'll see that before long. Oh, okay, here's the 3rd shotgunner. I was wondering where he was. And these tunnels are pretty filled with them. And then up here we've got some cacodemons and a Hell Knight. Kind of annoying to dodge their projectiles. Oh, okay, he's infighting actually, that's good. It is kind of annoying to dodge their projectiles from back here. We've got this interesting little structure here. I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to be, but it appears to be there's nukage leaking from up here down into it. Filling it up, perhaps? And behind these bars here, there's a Spectre and a rocket launcher. And to get that, you need to press this switch on the back of the other one, and then the switch on the front will open the way forward. So here's our first secret. So that other switch opened into this area here. I like to snipe these guys because over there in that fortress, which we'll be going to later, there are quite a few enemies that like to snipe you. There we go, used up the last of my bullets, killing them. Pretty nice. And there's an imp chilling over here, trapped behind those decorations, as well as a revenant up here, which is where we need to go, but before we do that, we can get a good look at the fortress here. That Arachnotron especially can snipe you if you're not being careful, or watchful. If you try to go out on the sea, you cannot walk through it, unfortunately, but... well, maybe it's not so unfortunate, that would kind of break the map. Yeah, I think it's cool to get a look at it and then be able to go to the fortress later, but after you stop shooting, there is an arrow made of armor bonuses here. So if you press on the wall here, you can go through to this area with the items I was talking about earlier. And after you grab the Berserk, you can jump down here, try to grab the Soul Sphere, and that will cause an Archvile to teleport in. Sometimes he'll teleport in and end up blocking you so that you can't get it, and you have to kill him and teleport back. Thankfully this time I was able to grab it, so don't have to come back. And then when you climb up here, there's this tall step at the top here that prevents you from going back down. Don't really know why, because you can just climb up here and then jump down. So I don't know. Yeah, these specters teleport behind you as well. Also not sure why that happens, but anyways, there are a lot of items in here, health bonuses, and I am at 200 right now, so it seems kind of a waste to pick them up, so I think I will just save them. Because once you drop down from here, you can't get back up this way, but there is a teleporter later that will take you back up. And these imps here will teleport in to ambush you. Thankfully I didn't lose any health this time, but it's definitely easy to. And then when you walk this way, walls open with imps, so Nice Rocket will do most of them in. And then, yep, approaching these walls will cause them to open with enemies as well. And then the same thing here. This time I'll just use the super shotgun. And of course the Lost Soul It's the last one alive, not the lost one alive. I guess he's also the lost one alive, because he's a lost soul. Kind of just by definition, but yeah, anyways. You can snipe these chain gunners from up here because they're pretty annoying. I guess from down here because they're above us, or above me, but before you go that way over to the Arachnotron and the portal, you can go into this little side area. And there are some shotgunners up here, as well as some items, and there's a teleporter over here which will bring you back into the cave that I was talking about, the one that we went through. And this brings you back to the other side. So this is how you can get these health bonuses. You can hear a cyber demon walking around out there, but we won't see him for a little bit longer. And there we go, got all those items. So now you can jump back down. And if we go back into this area and climb up the stairs, there's a thin ledge you can walk across here. And grab the plasma. That will spawn a pain elemental. Ow, that lost will like max roll me? I don't know. Kill this Arachnotron here. And to lower the bars in front of his portal, you have to press that switch over there. These revenants here are kind of annoying, but I'm not going to kill them because there's something I want to show. So I'll let their projectiles land first, yeah. And if you go in this cave here, there's an archvile. I don't want to say he can leave the cave, I feel like he cannot. But it can still be annoying if he wakes up. But thankfully he's guarding a backpack, so at least get something out of it. And I'll rocket these imps here, including that one up there. And then I'll get the revenants to stop shooting at me for a second. Oh, I have to press the switch first. And then get them to stop shooting. And now if you run through the portal, you will telefrag all the revenants as you teleport up the cliff, so that's pretty cool. I like that part. And then there's a couple more enemies in here to kill. I'm wondering if I missed armor somewhere, or if you just don't get any. I can't remember where there would be any, so probably just there isn't any, but yeah, this teleporter here will just take you right back up there, so if you need anything you can backtrack, which is nice. And here we have reached this fortress castle that we could see from over there. So that's the area where we came out and found the secret with the armor bonuses. This is where most of the secrets are, including this one here, which you can lower this platform with the Arachnotrons on. And there's some items on it, including an armor. Some cells and shells are always nice as well. And now there's some Hell Knights here. Did he just survive 3 rockets? I think he did. Pretty impressive. And there's an Arachnotron up there, who is stuck, I do believe. I'm not sure why he's stuck, but he's stuck inside something. And if you think you can lower this post like the other one, unfortunately you can't. But you can get up there, just not that way. Kill these guys. I'm trying to save my plasma, although I'm running out of most of my other ammo types, so I think I will use it for this part. You can jump down into this pit here, and there's a pain elemental and a chain gunner. And when you go through this teleporter, that will let you telefrag the Arachnotron. I bet he's stuck in this wall here, just barely. Come to think of it. And now this Baron's kind of blocking my way, but there's a thin ledge up there that you can walk across, so I'll kill him first and then show that, because that is another secret. And there's also a switch down here. Honestly, I am not sure what this switch does, so I am going to not press it, and we're going to find out. There's a lot of shotgunners here on the wall that are easy to snipe from here. Kind of difficult to snipe from anywhere else. Let's see, can I kill this guy with my remaining bullet? Yes, I can. Nice. This switch here will lower this, and I only have cells, so I guess plasma it is. Gunner knocked me off. How rude. And now I've got some shells, so I'll use those. And I think that's a Baron or Hell Knight that I hear down there, so yeah, Hell Knight. I'll kill you. And then there's some more of them over here. Don't have any rockets. I guess I'll just super shotgun you. Oh, I guess that switch back there lowers these bars. Interesting. You would think that that perch up there where the Arachnotron was that you can teleport to wouldn't be tagged as a secret, since, you know, it's required to jump down there and hit the switch, and that's the only way out, so I wonder why. Interesting. So yeah, I guess we'll need to do that, and then, well, I failed to jump, but and also it kind of defeats the point of hitting the switch at all, because you can just jump down into the courtyard here. I don't know, kind of an odd decision. When you come in here and approach the bridge, yep, the Cyber Demon will teleport in, that we heard earlier. So I like to just use cells on him. You can get him to infight with some of the other monsters, like there's some Cacodemons that teleported in. As long as they don't block me, I should be fine. Let's see if I can't kill them real quick with the super shotgun. And I missed. Alright, there we go. And now I'll just finish you off. Thankfully you have a lot of cells, so it's not all that difficult. Alright, once we finish him off, there's some imps up here. I'll use rockets. And then a couple bullets. You will get to go up there later, so you don't have to kill them now, but... And once we cross the bridge, this door here is locked, can't open it, so I'll have to find another way in. This Archvile face doesn't work, but if you press on the Baron face, it will open. And I want this door to stay open here because when you approach this way, an Archvile will come out, and there are also chain gunners to my left, above me. Mostly they cannot see me, but if you stand like further out here, they will be able to see you. It's pretty easy to blow them up with rockets, but there are some more in here. And I'm out of shells. There's even more cells here, and you can press on this wall for a Soul Sphere secret. A little arrow on the ground. Kinda can't see it because of the Archvile corpse. Oh, there we go, now you can see it. But yeah, the little arrow on the ground kinda gives it away, I feel like, but... And then we can come up here, where there's usually two chain gunners that don't wake up. And then you can jump down here, and I just like to use the plasma because it is easy to get blocked in here by the Smectibus and imps. And then you can climb up these stairs here to continue the level, but if you press on this bookcase here, you can get a chain gun, which is kind of strange because you certainly already have a chain gun at this point. Because, well, the chain gunner's up there. So I don't know why that's done, but you come over here and press the switch to get Mega Armor, and then ride this up and kill some shotgunners. And now we can continue with the normal level progression. I'll grab these shells though. And there's just one secret left. Getting pretty close to the end. Now we are jumping over the pit where the Pain Elemental and the Chain Gunner was. So, just for like point of reference, we've come all the way around the castle. And now we get a nice BFG, so I'll use it on these imps here, because there really aren't a whole lot of enemies left. There are some Pain Elementals down here though, you can see that one. That was a shotgunner. And grab some rockets, and this wall here is off texture, so you can open it for a teleporter, which takes you up to this side of the wall. And I'll use the BFG on these guys. Nice, killed them all. Where'd you come from? I think he no-clipped through the wall when I killed the paint elemental and came all the way out here. That is pretty funny. And this is the final secret. There's just one monster left, so you can go back to the castle. You can hear at least one lost soul that no-clipped growling over there. And then you can come down here and press this switch, which will open the door out front. And now we've come back around to this archvile wall here. So we've come all the way around the back into the front of the castle to open the front door. And there's an archvile in here. Kind of get a warning from this door, I guess. I wonder if that was intentional. But yeah, that is all for this one. So that was Beast Island by Jan Andre Janssen and Anders Johnson. So this one is pretty fun. It's definitely my favorite level so far. I like the exploration, and the MIDI really adds that. This one was one that had a very good MIDI in the original too, but I think this one, like the fact that it was original to this map, makes it feel like just a little bit more special. And this one does, it goes for the same vibe as the original, I'd say. So it's not like they were changing anything unnecessarily. And of course the MIDI itself is good, but that kind of goes without saying at this point. Yeah, I really like the castle, like the text screen said, after map 6. We kind of go into like a castle area. I also like the connection from map 7 to map 8. It's more of a credit to map 7, I guess, but which is one that I kind of said wasn't very good, but here's something we can say at least. Anders Johnson, who helped out on this map. This is definitely one that I like, so I'll stop hating on his maps finally. They're not actually bad. I think that so far 7 is the only one that was kind of a dud, and that's just because of dead simple mechanics being used. And it's just kind of short and not very interesting. Unlike this one, which is a decent length, about 15 minutes at my not extremely fast pace. And I like all the secrets, they're fun to find, especially the ones around the castle. Although, the one where you have to like press the switch to open the front gate, and then you also like teleport to the spot where there's a secret. I don't know, that's kind of weird. I never knew about that before, so that's interesting. But yeah, I think that's about all I've got to say about this one, so I'll see you all in the next one, which is also one that I'm pretty excited for. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.